for coming in this evening. The Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Federation is hosting this event. I also want to thank Sifu Raymond Chan of the Twilight Bus System. Sifu Chan helped us arrange this beautiful venue here at the Lux Hotel. And Sifu Chan is also one of the advisors to the TCMAF board.
Yes.
So again, please enjoy the food and the drinks. We still have more. Okay, and I hope everybody's having a good time so far. Okay, my name is Benson Lee. I'm also an advisor for the TCMAF board. I teach Ying Jiao or Eagle Claw Kung Fu and Wu Tai Chi. And my Sifu is Grandmaster Leung Shum out of New York City. We are all honored that everybody is here tonight and appreciate all the Sifus coming out. You know, all the Sifus are here tonight because we share a common bond. Now, I believe all the Sifus here, you know, cherish and love and appreciate the Chinese martial arts. You know, all styles, you know, we have similar techniques that we train similarly. Or we have some similar lineage or the roots of our styles of Kung Fu and Chinese martial arts. And we all know all styles of Chinese martial arts is a big part of our Chinese culture and heritage. Okay? And in Chinese culture, you know, we teach, you know, our families about the family and remember the heritage and also remember, you know, our heritage from China, our culture. So we all know our Kung Fu styles, you know, have roots in history, and that it needs to be passed on to the next generation like family. However, today, there are a lot of Sifus in this room, including our board, and who are very concerned, and what we're concerned about is that the Chinese martial arts, a lot of people believe, is fading. Okay, the Chinese martial arts is dying. Okay, and it could be lost. And could be lost for the next generation. So we don't want our history to be lost. We don't want any of the Chinese martial arts, traditional Chinese martial arts, to be lost. Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of Sifus in this room who have spent many years of your lives practicing, studying, and teaching your Chinese martial arts. And surely you don't want it to be lost or for it to disappear. Okay, so the Traditional Chinese Martial Federation and the board, this organization that we've created, is for all Sifus to come together to help promote and preserve Chinese martial arts for the future generations. Okay, the TCMAF does not want any of the Chinese martial arts styles in this room to disappear, okay, to be lost for the next generation. So tonight, this is a very special meeting. It's the first of its kind, a meeting of a lot of different Sifus. So again, we are very honored to have so many Sifus come out here because you want to continue to promote the Chinese martial arts. Okay, we want everyone here to meet each other and also be part of the Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Federation. Again, we want everybody to meet each other and to be part of the Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Federation. Okay, but first, before we're going to talk a little bit more about that, but first what we want to do is we want to introduce briefly all the Sifus in the room and the style that you teach. Okay, if you teach a lot of styles, just tell us your main style, it's okay. Because it could be a dozen styles, I know that. Okay, but then just give us the main style, it's fine. Okay, and where your school is located, or you know, doesn't matter if you're teaching at a school or at your home or in the park. You know, just tell us kind of what city, what area that you're teaching. Okay, so I'll go first, and then we'll go around the room. Okay. So again, my name is Benson Lee, and I teach Eagle Claw Kung Fu, Ying Jiao Pai, and Wu Tai Chi. And my school is in Glendale, Eagle Rock area in Los Angeles. Okay, so we'll go around. We'll start with this table. Start yourself. That's what you get for being in front.
My name's Troy. I'm actually, I going to teach Xingyi and Sun Style Bakwa. I'm starting up the end of next month. So.
Okay, next gentleman.
My name is Jia Shan Yu. I teach in City World Park. My martial arts, main martial arts is 形意拳、一拳、大圣拳。
Great. Next job.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Wang, and I primarily focus on the traditional Nanjing Guoshu Institute curriculum, with a focus on Tai Chi, Xingyi, and Bagua. I'm located in Santa Monica.
Great. Well,
Thank you.
sir.
My name is Daniel Wang. I teach all styles of Tai Chi. Besides, I teach the Cha Quan, Xingyi, and Bagua. So glad to meet you. My name is Sifu Aolin. I focus on the combat sanda, lecture job.
Next. Yeah.
My name is Samuel Guo. I teach the Tai Chi in the Sangibar Valley. So about more than 16 years old here. So teach Tai Chi, train young about others. Thank you.
My name is Qisheng Guo. I established the Los Angeles Chen Tai Chi Center in 2001. Right now, I have 2 private studios in North Hollywood and Pasadena, and I also teach in West LA. So I have 3 locations.
Great.
I teach Chen style Tai Chi here in Los Angeles. Totally 13 years old.
Great. Thank you. We'll go this way. This gentleman. See if
I don't consider myself a Sifu, but my name is Albert Tran. I study under Jason So, and I practice primarily Baji Chuan and Sanda, and I may be assisting my Sifu coming 2018 in Sanda, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Great. Welcome. Next. See.
Hi, my name is Ken Chow. I teach Wing Chun and in Woodland High area.
Next.
My name is Art Schoenfeld. I teach Tai Chi in Encino, mostly Yang style, and I also help my Sifu Jason So teach over at UCLA at World Arts and Culture.
Good job. Dave.
My name is David Gowdy. I teach Shaolin Kempo and Hungar Kung Fu. I teach up in Wrightwood, up in the mountains.
Great. Thank you. We'll go to that table in the back.
Hello everyone, my name is Jane and I come with my husband Victor and the master Clark, and they also do Tai Chi and the Yong Chun.
All right. Great. Triple.
My name is Clark Tang. I'm doing Wing Chun in Long Beach area. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Frank Perez Jr. I'm a friend of Clark Tang. I was trained by Troubadour Ramos, but I'm here to cover the story. I have my own publishing company, California Special Edition News Magazines Martial Arts, and I also have a newspaper where 60 million distribution all over the world, 7 million readers every
Wow.
week.
That's great. Thank you. Super great.
Raven Chan, I teach boxing Choi, but no street park.
All right. Thank you. This table here.
My name is Tom Low. I'm the husband of Wei Chan. We are guests of Jason. Yeah. So I'm a professor of Chinese medicine.
Great. Thank you. Next.
My name is Joseph Plan. I teach Hong Kyun and Chole Foot in Santa Clarita, California, and I teach Tai Chi. And this is San Sheng Chai, and he does not speak English, so I can tell you that he is a Tai Chi master, and that he does Chen Wu, all the different Tai Chi styles. He does the Wu Dang sword, and he's a sword master, teaching me the dragon sword currently.
Great. Great. Thank you. We'll go back to the good-looking couple in the back there.
Hi everyone, my name is Deanna Aim and I am a student of Sifu Manuel Rodriguez. Unfortunately, he cannot make it tonight, so I'm here representing him in the school. And we are part of Red Dragon Kung Fu Academy in Ventura, California. I'm very pleased to meet
Great.
you
Thanks
all.
for coming out. Ventura, it's
Thank
open
you.
dry. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Sir?
My name is Pablo Lazaro. I'm actually a teacher at the Bujinkan Dojo, Tobacco and Ninjutsu in Moore Park. And I'm actually just the bodyguard here.
Thank you very much. We'll start at this table. Maurice, if you want.
Okay, good evening, Masters. My name is Maurice Sanchez. I'm a student of Shifu Sushi Kong, and where I learn Sun Tai Chi.
Great, thank you.
My name is George Chow. I'm from Palos Verdes. I teach traditional Yan style 108 form. I also teach Chin style 老家一路.
Great, thank you. Ms. Chow? No?
Oh, this is my wife. She's my assistant.
All right, Sheila. Always important.
I'm Dashi Stephen Ball from the Lohan School of Shaolin in Las Vegas. I personally like Northern Shaolin and Praying Mantis the most, but now as I get older, Tai Chi is starting to be my favorite.
We'll go to that table. We got some tigers over there. Introduce yourself, Sifu Quasi.
Yes, my name is Quasi Hewlett. I'm a former student of Master Kenneth Edwards out here in Pasadena. I also teach Ying Jiao Pai, just like Master Benson. I was promoted to Sifu in 2013 in the Shaman Wang's Ying Jiao Pai Eagle Claw system.
Yeah, so Sifu Quasi is one of my training brothers. Okay. Big Tiger,
Hi,
Sifu Don.
to all the masters. So glad to be here, to see everyone. I also would like to thank Derek Wright and all those who came out for the gathering of the masters. We had a great time, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me. Anyway, my name is Donald Hamby, and I study Lam Family Home Kyun. And I no longer have a commercial school, so I teach by appointments only. You can look me up on Facebook.
At that table, we got a couple other Sifus. Coming on, Sifu Rosa, Sifu Craig.
I teach out of my house and also teach by appointment. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm also study and teach Hung Kyun, Hangar, Kung Fu. My name is Rose Trinado, Sifu, from Lam Family Hangar in Hong Kong. And I also teach by appointment anywhere. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Sifu Rosa. We'll go to that table over there, that booth. Sifu Giuseppe and Sifu Tony.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Giuseppe Aliota. I own 2 martial arts academies down in San Diego, Encinitas and Rancho Bernardo. I teach Fu Jiao Pai, Kung Fu, underneath Grandmaster Wei Hong.
Great, thank you.
Tony Puyo. I teach Northern Praying Mantis in Northern San Diego County.
Great, thank you. Let's take it here.
你好吗 R1 Kung Fu Center, Thai Sifu Simu Ma, and disciple of Sifu. So.
Next Sifu.
I'm Gilbert Huerta, and I help my teacher here, Angel Velasquez, with Dinko Quinn in Banning, California.
Great, thank you. Sifu Carl.
Hi, Carl Toppin. I'm the director of the Taoist Institute in North Hollywood. Been in the same location since 1981. And I teach Shaolin and Taoist Kung Fu and a few other things. Tai Chi, Xingyi, Bagua, Luho Bafa, all that.
Great. Any other guest Sifus over here?
I'm Jonathan Shen. I am a disciple and aspiring master under Shifu Jason Zhou. I practice Baji, Pigua, Fist with an emphasis in Sanda and street combat and self-defense.
Great. So, again, this room we have a lot of Sifu. Oh, I'm sorry, one more gentleman.
Hello. I'm the smallest, so. Yeah. Besides being a martial artist, I also represent the media. So we guys are all live on We Got You Media, the Los Angeles media company. And I'm a young martial artist. I call myself just a coach, 教练. And I do Tai Chi Chuan as my major, Yang Sen, Yang Sun, Wu Chen, and contemporary also competition because I'm competing athlete. And also my second major is Southern styles, Sanda, and like other traditional. I teach starting from Sherman Oaks in Hollywood and up to West Covina. 尊敬的师傅们，晚上好。我叫 Victor 梅高贤，我是欧洲来的。学武术者，我就是个教练，不是 Grandmaster、Master、Sifu 还是怎么样。我专业是太极拳、杨孙武陈和现代的武术，因为我还是一个参加比赛的运动员。第二个专业是南拳，因为我师傅是南方的，就是代表南方武术的武术家。第三是散打，我今天被师傅 Clark 邀请来参加这种活动，我非常感谢你们。 你们的团队，和非常高兴认识大家。希望以后我们有多的机会合作，因为我觉得合作的话，我们是可以发展；如果我们不合作，我觉得是没有机会发展的。谢谢你们。
I missed? All right, again, thank you very much. Again, excellent pronunciation, Chinese Northern Line. Let's give a hand to all. This room has a lot of seafood knowledge and experience in many years. Let's give a hand to everybody. Okay, next I wanted to have our TCMAF board introduce themselves. So we'll go down the line here. This is the committee and board members of the Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Federation.
So my name is Derek Wright. I'm one of the founding members, also the chairman. I teach Chutsing Tong Kyun or Chisi Tong Kyun and in the LA area.
My name is Sifu Philip Redmond. I've been doing Wing Chun since 1970, started teaching in 81, so I teach Wing Chun at Mimosa Beach and in downtown LA.
My name is Ed Torres. Teach the Five Family Kung Fu system. I train under the late Grandmaster Hucky Wong. I have a school in Cinnamon Park, Five Family Kung Fu Academy.
Everybody, my name is Jason Zhou. Basically, I'm teaching internal style, Ji Bagua, and Baji Pigua fundamentals. That's my major. And then I'm teaching in the Temple City area.
And he's the president of the
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
right. My name is Fenton Fong Eng from Fujia Pai, Tiger Core System. The Grandmaster is Wai Hong. Sifu is Tak Wai Eng at the school in Arcadia. I'm also the executive vice president of the federation.
My name is Solomon Smith. I teach 7-star Praying Mantis Kung Fu. My Sifu is Master Wright. And I'm the secretary of the federation.
Okay. Solomon, can you introduce one of our committee members, Lynette? You're fine.
Oh, and this is my appendage, wife, boss, Lynette. Lynette Smith, who does everything that I take credit for.
Right, one of our committee members. Thank you, Lynette. Okay. Next, Sifu.
My name is Simei Chen. I teach Tai Chi and trained by Sifu Guo Jie. I'm very proud to be a Federation board member. So thank you for all the support and masters.
Hello people, my name is Ron Kwan. I'm not much of a martial artist really. I just organize tournaments and raise money for ALS patients. That's all I do. Just a small job. That's all I do. Thank you very much.
My name is Orlando Ayala. I practice Nga Kuing, Five Family, Five Animal System under Grandmaster Art Wong. And my master was Sifu Richard Vera. Presently we are under the supervision and the guidance of Master Siming Ma. I'm in Eagle Rock. And we have a small little group, but we represent our Five Family system as best as we can. So thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
My name is Todd Meyerhoff. I'm a teacher under Sifu Benson Lee in the Yuan Fall Kung Fu System in Eagle Rock, California.
All right. So again, thanks for the committee. All right, so again, the Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Committee Federation was brought together, and I'm going to introduce the president to say a few words. Again, we want to invite and include everybody into this federation. I mean, when I first moved from New York to California, and obviously people don't always like New Yorkers, I was really welcomed by everybody, all these Sifus here, as another Sifu coming from out of town, visiting, coming to California. So we want everybody to be part of the federation. So we're going to give you a little presentation, a little more information. So first I'd like to introduce Sifu Jason So again.
Thank you for coming, everybody, and good evening. I hope this
evening, all this the food and the drink and everybody enjoy. But I think it's most important is we enjoy the atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Okay. Everybody, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I hate to say it. You know, we got a problem. This is the biggest problem right now. Is we have a crisis, and this is a pretty serious crisis. As you know, the traditional Chinese martial art is we are getting. We have a lot of pressure right now, and I can see. I've been teaching traditional Chinese martial art ever since 1974 in this country, and I can see the shrinking down of the population of the traditional Chinese martial art. And I think everybody, you can feel that impact, right? Just like me, the awareness is not just me, and I think everybody feel that. So when I look at it, in my observation, what happened? We all asking what's going on. I think I have a simple three things. I think what we're facing. Number one, what is kung fu? Kung fu means traditional Chinese martial art in this country we call kung fu. Kung fu means you want to achieve to a higher level of the skill. You require what? You put the time, and you spend the time. You put a lot of effort into it. So the time and the effort, but unfortunately, that's our way of life. If you are the kung fu practitioner, but the lifestyle nowadays just opposite. You can say it's a big conflict to it. It's a fast fix. And everybody wants to see a quick result. So that's why, that's the basic problem. And then secondly, especially younger generation, because, this society nowadays is we have the freedom of choice. They got so many choices, And they say they can go into the kids love the martial art. They can get into all different type of martial art. Why want to choose the Chinese martial art? Or why want to do the traditional way? And then, they can go into other things, not necessary to be a sports or martial art. Take my family example. My firstborn, I start all my kids with the traditional Chinese martial art, but they terminate all by themselves. So the firstborn now is in the roller derby. Okay, the second one is a bodybuilder. The third one has been doing years in the basketball. So none of them, Chinese martial art. So even I have this biggest problem in the family. I'm pretty sure everybody can see that, what's going on, right? And they say, what's going on? And how are we going to face to this crisis? And the problem is not just us. And you can get into the YouTube, you go into the Google, you see you just Google it. So the top 10 USA the MMA fighter, check their background. None of them is kung fu or Chinese martial art. It's very sad, okay? And you go to the YouTube and you see that big headaches in China now. You see that the MMA versus Tai Chi, right? I think that go viral. Millions of people are watching it. So I'm not talking about discuss all those things, but I'm just telling you it's a universal problem. It's not just United States. I think even back home in China, it's like that too. So, what should we do? And what's the solution? Do we have a solution? Yes, we do have a solution. This has been a whole year. So we've been talking to all different sifus and everything. So finally, we all realize one thing. I cannot do it by myself. You cannot do it by yourself. But together, we can achieve more, right? So that's the reason we have this federation. The federation turned out to be, maybe is the only solution to it. I'm not saying, maybe they have some other better way, but so far, that's what I can think of it. I'd like to turn and take this a moment and turn this to our chairman of the board, Sifu Derek. You're talking about a little bit about the federation.
For coming out, your busy schedules, traffic, appreciate it. But some of you guys in this room have been doing martial arts before I was born, and that's commendable, We got many different people here. We have people on the board who've been doing it longer than I have. They could be doing many other things. Like I said at our Federation banquet, is that they could be retired by the beach, teaching their own students, by their family, but they decided nobody's getting paid. They're doing this on their own time, their own effort, with the reason of propagating, preserving, and protecting traditional Chinese martial arts. So, again, thank you all for coming. We appreciate it. Remember, there's drinks also in the back, and there's food here. So, Sifu Jason Joe just told you what the crisis is. So, what are we going to do about it? He also told you that you can't do it on your own. You can't, because you only know what you know, and you only good is what you know. And where you are today is what you know. Does it make sense, everybody? So if you're running a commercial schools, so we have a successful commercial school person, I ran a school for a long time. There was times we made a lot of money, there's times we make a lot of money, right? And but you only know what you know, and you only know what you don't know. So the more people that you have together, that's working together, united, brainstorming together, working together, we have more resources. Now we have more power. Now we have more strength. You're not doing it by yourself. So you can go out there, if you're a new school owner, you can go out there if you're a new tournament promoter, you can go out there if you're trying to get a gathering or a dinner or a banquet together, and you have people to help you and assist you. Or if you're trying to teach, or trying to get a Sanda program together in your school. If you're trying to learn Tai Chi and get a successful Tai Chi program together. Now you have a bank that you go to of people that's going to help you with your events, with your strategy, with your budgeting, and so forth and so on. Okay? So I've been working with these ladies and gentlemen for a whole year, and I've learned so much. When you're doing something by yourself, the event is only as good as you are. But when you get 9 heads together, and they've got experience, and they're coming from a different lifestyle, a different culture, a different ethnicity, education. Sifu Joe has 2 master's degrees, Not many people can do that. Not people have that discipline. When they come with that kind of discipline and that kind of knowledge and life skill, then we can do so much more together than we can apart. So I think this is a time now in Southern California that we can let bygones be bygones. Whoever looked at you the wrong way, you forget about it. Whoever stepped on your shoes, you forget about it. All that nonsense, and come together and focus on traditional Chinese martial arts. Because like Sifu Joe said, if we don't, and we're bickering, we're battering about stuff that doesn't matter, our young people are going to look for MMA, they're going to look for boxing, they're going to look for wrestling, and all this other stuff that they think makes sense to them, and it really doesn't do anything for their soul. You see what I'm saying? So Chinese martial arts, I know, because in my life, through all the trials and tribulations I've been through, it's one thing that's always been consistent is traditional Chinese martial arts. It's traditional Chinese martial arts. So I don't want to be on a pedestal, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, but I'm talking about foster care, the abuse, the moving from home to home, military, being in war, and all this nonsense. Traditional Chinese martial arts has always been there. That's the one thing that's always going to be there. So that's what we're doing as Sifus and as masters, is that we're helping people. And a lot of these students, you probably don't know what they've been through. And they look up to you, and you don't even know how you're affecting them. Right? So how can we do this together? So I'm going to use my notes. I'm not as good as Sifu Joe. I don't have 2 master's degrees. I'm just working on 1. All right. So the traditional Chinese martial arts is something that got started with me and Sifu Ron Quan. So I'm going to ask Sifu Ron Quan to stand up again. I'm going to always acknowledge you. Stand up. Stand up, Sifu Ron Quan. Well, about a year ago, we had a discussion about this, getting this started, and he said, let's do it. And so a lot of this is because of him. And he understood what we're going to do, what we're trying to do, so we really appreciate that. But anyway, Traditional Chinese Martial Arts Federation is a 501, a pending 501(c), a nonprofit organization, and our goal, our mission is to preserve, promote, and propagate traditional Chinese martial arts through the spirit of friendship, unity, and respect. So a lot of us are already preserving and promoting and propagating it on our own. Some of you guys have been doing this, like I said, longer than I've been alive, right? But how can we do it through friendship? Learning more about each other. Figuring out what our similarities are instead of focusing so much on our differences. How can we do that in unity? How can we do that in respect? We don't have to do the same style. A lot of us have different styles here, but we're able to work together because we have a mission statement. And the mission statement is in friendship, unity, and respect. Even though we have differences of opinion, we come together, we figure out what's the right way for the Federation. Not the right way for Derek Wright or Wright's Kung Fu or Lee Kan Wing Federation, or Jason Joe Kung Fu, or Wing Chun Kun, or Kong's Kung Fu, but all of us together. You can do that on your own. Hopefully the things that we're doing together, you can take home to your own school. Wow, I didn't think about that. Sifu Joe said something, I can apply that to my school. Sifu Orlando said something, I can apply that to my training. Sifu Ron said something, I can apply that, right? Because now we have a federation, a bond together. All right. So unity, respect, friendship, preserving, promoting, and propagating Chinese martial arts. So let's grow up. Let's quit worrying about what someone said, what someone did, how somebody looked at you wrong, and focus on what's important. Something that we all do together. Look around the room. Half the room's not even Chinese. You know, just seriously, half the room's not even Chinese. You got black folks here, you have Latino, you have Caucasian, you have a Native American. And the point is, all of us here together sharing something common, which is traditional Chinese Kung Fu. So we'll talk a little about the structure. So the way we have it structured is that we have the board members, and out of that comes the founding members. Those are the ones that's been in those meetings for the last year, donating money, donating time, coming with ideas to make it a transparent and very clear federation. Then we have, out of that we voted on the board who governs the federation. We voted on an executive committee, people that's donating their time, such as Sifu Jason Joe as the president, Sifu Redmond is the social media marketing, Sifu Torres is the finance guy, Sifu Fong is executive vice president, Sifu Sime Chin works with the money guy, Sifu Ron Kwan is membership and recruitment, and then we have Sifu Solomon Smith is administration, VP administration, and other board members that we have just walked in is Sifu Troy Ogborn, who's worked. He's also a founding board member and help with logos and other such things and websites. And then we have Sifu Orlando, who's helped us out with different events, and he's kind of our quasi event director, coordinator, not quite sure yet. Soon to be board member, I hope. Okay, so that's how it's broken down to. We have the board member who governs. They come up with the rules and regulations, right? Then we have the executive committee who takes it and run with it, and takes that mission and day to day and makes it happen. And then we have our advising committee, who I didn't mention. We have Sifu Ray Chan. Where's he at? Stand up for us. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here today. Stand up for us. No, stand up, stand up. Let's give him a hand. And actually, we met him through Sifu Benson Lee. So if it wasn't because of Sifu Benson Lee, we wouldn't have met Sifu Chan. So you see how this works?
Well, okay, well, let me add. Okay, so I know you guys, and I introduced to Sifu Ray. Sifu Ray, became friends with everybody, and then he introduced a very important person in this room who walked in.
Let me do that. I'll do that.
You got it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Do it.
I'll do it.
All right.
Where's Mr. Andy Wayne?
Andy
Wayne left.
Okay, left. Okay, all right.
But we also have a gentleman that came in late, Norman Wong.
Yes.
Norman Wong. Okay, he's a big sponsor for us. He's also with the ownership group of this hotel. So yeah, thank you very much.
You guys enjoy the night.
Yes, sir. I don't know your name.
Sorry.
You looked it up. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. The definition of politics is the art of governing. That's all it is, the art of governing. So if governing is clear and is good for everybody, is the interest of everybody, and it's transparent, what's wrong with it? Exactly. Okay? So if it's clear and it's transparent, what's wrong with it? Nothing. Right? A lot of people are asking, well, what is in it for me? If I join this organization, what is it in it for me? I'm not going to answer that question. But what I'm going to ask you is, what do you want to get out of it? What do you want to get out of it? What can you contribute to get something out of it? What can you contribute to to the Federation to get something out of it for you, for your school, and for your students, and for your own legacy and your Kung Fu family. So before I give it over to the Executive Vice President, Master Fong, I'm going to ask the board to come up, stand up, and Sifu Joe is going to permit a certificate on behalf of the owner. We're going to have Norman, the owner's representative. Is Norman around? Did he disappear?
Can we get a Norman?
Top, go grab him.
Thanks martial arts. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten this great venue, all this great food, and obviously you all showed up. So obviously we have a lot of people that care. Sifu Wright covered a lot of things that I wanted to say, so but primarily what I needed to talk about was the benefits of why we have this organization. What do we have to offer? What are we all about? What's in it for all of us? And I think that's really the question that we're all wanting to ask and have answered. It's a very short list. I mean, the main answer really is the camaraderie, the unity that Sifu Wright talked about. We're all here together. Sorry. We're all here together. We're all sharing. We all have a common interest. We're stronger together. When you work together, you can get to a common goal faster. We all know that. We're all teachers. We teach that. What's also important is that we don't want this to die. It was all already pointed out by everyone else earlier. We're not just teachers of a martial art. We're role models. We're teaching people about life. And this is important. To me, it's important. It's important to all of you here in this room. So I wanted to highlight a couple of things in terms of what we benefited from since our inception. It's been about a year, as Sifu Wright said, and we have a few things that have happened that have worked really well. I bonded with some of the other members. We had an event in May. It was our inaugural banquet. We chose it as a way to gather whoever we knew so far. We had almost 300 people show up at a banquet. We honored two very special grandmasters. We honored the late Grandmaster Ah Wang from Five Families. We also honored Grandmaster Buxom Gong. And that's just two. We like to honor people year to year to year as part of our tradition. And also a time for us all to get together on a regular basis and converse. Once we converse, we can come up with solutions on how we can help each other. We have upcoming events that we're having sponsored by the Federation, and we want to use that as examples of how we can help you. For example, Sifu Wright has a seminar weekend coming up on September 2nd, and he's inviting everyone to come. Check with him for details, but we're all going as a Federation to support him. So we have people there, and we're there to support him not only in numbers, but help him financially, and just be there as friends, as brothers, as sisters. Same with myself. I'm having a seminar with my great grandmaster coming in on September 9th. My Sifu Tapwa Eng is coming here in Los Angeles. So we're having people support me in a very strong way. We also have a Temp 1 tournament coming up in October 7th, which we're supporting. That is the main tournament that we like to support going forward. We want everyone to participate. We want to work together and make it bigger and grander and spread the word. Right? We want to make each other stronger in terms of each other's schools. We want to do the same for everyone else. If you're having a seminar, we like to participate. We like to come. We like to help you out. We want to help you promote it. And we have other things that we want to use in terms of building a stronger internet presence. We want to have a website that is sort of a hub of information outlining our histories. We have a rich history here between all our different systems. There's a wide range here. There's a lot of history here that hasn't really been captured. We all know it by heart, but we haven't put it down on paper. We haven't put it down digitally on the internet to share with other people. I've also been approached by the Chinese American Museum here in Los Angeles. They'd like to have an exhibition on traditional Chinese martial arts. But we need to work together and try to curate a show to fill that museum with artifacts and stories and history about our art. Those are just some of the little things that we're starting to work on. It's just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's only been a year, and we're really gaining momentum already. Look at what we have here in this room. We have a large number of people. We want to keep growing. We don't want to just be Southern California and its immediate area. We want to be much larger than this. We want to be national. We want to be worldwide. That's our lofty goal. But right now, we're still being realistic. We're sticking to where we are. And let's get the dialogue going. Let's keep talking. Let's continue this. And that's why we want to encourage membership. We'd like everyone to be a member. So we have our membership chair, Sifu Ron Kwan, here to talk about membership. So I'd like to pass over the discussion to him.
Okay, you've heard too from our best, our leaders. Sifu Jason Zhou, Sifu Derek Wright, Sifu Vincent Fong, Sifu Vincent Lee. They told you all about how we got started, why we got started, what direction we want to go to, what plans we may have, what things that we can do, but most importantly, how we're all connected together. Yes, sir.
Speak a little louder, please.
Oh. I like to have a little fun.
It's not too good.
My hearing is horrible, but I hear the disco music. I see Sifu John left too for the disco music. Okay, so my question to you is, considering all that they've said, and they've said a lot, and by the way, Sifu Joe, the things that you brought up, you and Sifu Wright, we should really have a meeting just talking about that alone. That is something we should really discuss, because I'm sure many of you have opinions about that. And we should lay on the table and talk about how can we promote and improve our Chinese martial art, whether it's Tai Chi, whether it's from the north, whether it's from the south, or Hakka, or Cantonese, or Fujian, it doesn't matter. We're all together. We need to promote it and make it popular again. But, so, based on what they said, can you relate to what they said so far? I ask you, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
And based on what they said, the idea of working together as Kung Fu people and Kung Fu instructors, working together in friendship and unity and respect for each other, is that good or bad?
Good.
Okay. The idea of organizing a foundation, a non-profit foundation, where all Sifu instructors working together, again, in friendship and unity and mutual respect, because believe me, I respect quite a number of you. I certainly do, for all of your hard work. Is that a good idea?
Yes. Yes.
Then I say to you, tonight, right here, in the Lux Civic Center Hotel, 5-star hotel, mind you, right here in downtown Los Angeles, across the street from the Staples Center. We should be over there someday, okay? Across the street from the convention center, Sifu Wang, you should be at the convention center. Okay, this is a magic moment. Never have I seen or heard about traditional martial artists in a 5-star hotel having a meeting before. Never. But now it's happening because we're all here together. What is the phrase? In Cantonese we say "mo lam yika." Okay, all together. Doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't matter what style, what family, what history, we're all together. Many style, one family. That's what we're looking for. So I'm saying to you, here we go. In this room, we have magic. Magic. Outside in Los Angeles, there's many changes going here in downtown Los Angeles. A lot of energy, a lot of synergy. Right here in this room, we have a lot of synergy here because we have Sifu Guojie, Kijin Zhou, Sifu Wang, Sifu Bog, Sifu Torres, Big Don Hamby over there, Sifu Joseph Plant, Sifu Gordy, Sifu Clark Tang, Sifu Chen, Boxing Trolley for Johnny Daga. Sifu, right? We're all here. So let's come together as a family. I ask you, The magic moment calls for the magic decision. Will you step forward and join our foundation? Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yay. Then let's do it. I told Sifu right at one time when he said, let's organize the foundation. Let's do it. How? Oh. Okay, so we're passing out an application right now. Yeah. We're passing out an application right now. We want you to fill it out. Basic information about yourself, your address of your school, your email, your telephone. And right now I want to talk about donations and membership fee. We're talking about money. We're not asking you for a donation. We're not asking for a donation. However, if you'd like to make a donation, sir, or you, Mr. Hamby, or Quasi, or Dr. Chow, if you'd like to make a donation, please speak to Sifu Ed Torres, our financial person. But it's not required. It's up to you. Okay? Not required. We're not looking for money. We're not looking for money because none of us get paid. We ask for donations from corporations. We ask for sponsors to help us. So, now let's talk about the membership fee and the registration fee and the processing fee. Alright. No fee. No membership fee. Tonight, no membership fee. Besides China. Only tonight for all the Sifus that are here tonight. Thank you.
Wing Chun lineages and how Wing Chun people are always crazy sometimes. We hung out together, different styles. I got to meet his grandmaster, the seeing. It was great. If we can do it, everybody else can do it. Yes.
But see, Redmond, it's not just Wing Chun.
No. I meant all.
But what I'm saying is, it happens in Mantis. It happens in other styles, and they argue about whether it should be this or this, or it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know?
But you gotta say, Wing Chun is more the problem.
I'm here. It's happening in MMA now.
Oh yeah.
It started happening with them too. So let's get a group picture.